Hello everybody, my name is Tom King and I will be the instructor for this course, Operations Management, Management 284. This is not a video to show you how to use Blackboard software. This is a video to show you how to get around the course itself. To learn how to use Blackboard, if you haven't taken an online course before, you need to watch the tutorials, and I'll show you where those are next. Let's go ahead and call up our Blackboard screen. We use Blackboard software for all of our online courses here at Vincennes, and your startup screen will look like this. If you haven't used Blackboard before, you want to watch the tutorials and read the notices here. You will also note that down here at the bottom left is your support lines. If you can't get Blackboard software to work correctly on your computer, or you have other issues with your computer, if you call student support, they can usually help you. Up here you'll see if there's any announced downtime planned for Blackboard to be here or here. If there is a planned outage, keep in mind that Blackboard does go down like all computer systems, and it doesn't always go down on schedule. So you don't want to be trying to do your quizzes and tests at the last minute because Blackboard could crash, and there is no exception in an online course if your computer goes down. You need to have a backup plan, and you need to make sure you're doing your work early enough that you can get everything in on time. Now let's go ahead and sign in. Take a look at the course. So you obviously will have a different password than me. I have several courses, but you may only have one or two. And you click on the course. Okay, and what we're going to do is change to the student view. That should come on whenever it feels like it here. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is basically what you will see when you sign on to the course. Now, I always have mine come up on the home page and click on announcements. Some of these announcements are always here, and you'll want to read these. Okay, and some of them will be new, and when I do a new announcement, I usually email it to everyone. But just in case I forget, you should check the announcements at least once a week just to make sure if there's something that coming up or a change that you need to know about. Okay, so that's pretty much what you use the home page for. A little section teaches you a little bit about what we're trying to learn in this course. Start here, orientation, you've already found because you're listening to this video. Course requirements, when your tests are. The syllabus and schedule, very important. Let's take a look at the syllabus for this course. This is kind of like the contract with you as far as what the course has in it and what you're required to do to earn your grade in the course. So a little bit of overview of what is in the course. And the textbook. If your textbook doesn't look like this, you've got the wrong textbook. You want OM 5th edition, not the 4th edition. Although they're similar, there are differences. So you need the 5th edition. Communicate with me by email. This is my email. Don't try to use any other system or any other emails. Whichever email you have in Blackboard is the email that I will always be talking to you. So if you're sending me an email from something else, I don't respond to that email. I respond to the email that's in Blackboard. Attendance for an online class, well, simply your attendance requirement is to keep up with the work. There is a penalty for late work, and we'll look at that again in a bit. For this class, all homework assignments and then quizzes for each exam section must be completed and submitted before you get credit for the exams. In other words, you can't just do the exams or you can't just do the quizzes and skip the homework and pass this class. You have to complete all of your homework and your quizzes for each section, then take the test, then you can get credit for the test. Okay? Computer problems are not an excuse in this class for being late. You need a backup plan. You need to do your work with enough room left on the schedule to make sure you can get it done. Okay? Everything is due within 2 weeks of the scheduled date. If you submit it past that 2-week grace period, you get a 25% point reduction. The grace period, should only be used for emergencies. Don't rely on it. Don't start regularly turning your work in late, or before you know it, you'll end up with late penalties. Again, no credit given unless you've done all the homework. There's your important dates here. Class is over on December 14. I go away. No submissions after that date. The VU grade scale is standard for this course. And let's see, this one part here I wanted to tell you. Academic dishonesty, I'm sorry. You may not use other students' work. You need to use your own work. You don't send me answers that come directly off the internet or from study guides. I can usually tell when you haven't done your own work. That's cheating. Do your own work. Make sure you work the problems out yourselves. Okay, let's take a look at the schedule. I've got it both in Excel and in PDF. If you look at it in the PDF view, a lot of times you have to scroll down because it gets cut off. So we'll try it under this format. And you'll see by date which chapters you should be on, which homework problems. There's usually a discussion question and then homework problems. And you'll see when they're due. This schedule, if within the course there is a conflict, this schedule is the one that we will go by. I don't think there are any, but I haven't heard of that, but this is the one we'll use. Okay, you start your work by clicking on the weekly reading assignments. Each chapter will have a folder. There'll be some PowerPoint slides, maybe something for you to read that I prepared for you, like this. There may be videos for you to watch. After you do the reading assignments or video assignments, you go to the graded assignments link. Down here there'll be each chapter's homework. Okay, you will submit using this link. Okay, most of your homework, like I said, we'll have a discussion board question where you'll answer the discussion board. Most people will either attach a Word document with that, or you can click this Write Submission button, and then in the text box that comes up, put your answer. You can also summarize your math problems here, or many of them you can do the problems, but the most important thing is to show your math. Okay, when you have a problem, you need to solve the problem using the equations that you learned in the textbook. And there is also an Excel template that I will show you in a minute that lets you also work many of the problems if it's applicable. So you can do it two different ways. You can use the formula in the text and then use the template. You can check your work, but I want you to use both when they're available. Don't just use the template. If you use the template, that's fine, but then go back and make sure you can do it using the formula also, if that's possible. But again, click the Write Submission button and type it in, or you can do it on a Word document, like I say, and you can just attach that file. Most of you know how to use these links. If you don't, again, in your Blackboard tutorials, you'll learn how to use it. And on many of the problems, there's a hint I will give you on many of these problems, but this semester, not all of these hints may apply to you, but if they do, you can use them and they'll help you out. Each week also, after you do your homework, or you can take the quiz before if you like. There's a chapter quiz, short quizzes based on your reading. So for each chapter, you'll have a quiz and a homework assignment. You must do both before you get credit for the exams. When it's time for your exams, you'll click on exams. You'll click on the folder. Your exam will be there, and whatever notes you need will be here for you. Now, here's the Excel templates that I talked to you about. Many of your problems will have a little asterisk by them. And what that means is that there is a spreadsheet template. So you can call these up, find the applicable template, value of a loyal customer, for example. And you can put the new information that you're given in the problem into the template and see how it will calculate the answer for you. But then go back and also do it using the formula, or do the formula first and use the template to verify. Not all problems have a template. Some are just purely math formula. But if the templates are there, use them and they'll help you. Okay, and that wraps it up. So everybody have a good semester, and contact me by email if you have any questions.